The topic that I'm going to discuss, to say it once again for the third time already, how much clothing you need when you travel with your motorcycle on long motorcycle trips. Or maybe I have to ask, how much is just too much, if I can say it this way. Because people usually tend to bring a lot of stuff without even need it. Even me, that have been on so many trips, on every trip I realized that some of the things, clothing that I brought with me, I never use it. Perfect. I'm glad that you enjoyed your time. This is the most important point. I also got some nice moment with the bike this week, especially yesterday. I spent I don't know how many hours just riding around without any plans, without anything, just going whatever my eyes actually pointed at the moment. It was really good fun to relax a bit. I really need to change my rear tire because now it is so worn out. It is a Pirelli MT95 or 85, something like that, and I changed this tire in Novosibirsk, which is around 15,000 kilometers ago in Russia. I still got the same tire. It's not good anymore, and I will probably buy after a few days Continental TKC 80 just to have a tire to ride around for the summer, because as you know guys, this summer I do not plan any long trips, so the TKC will be just perfect to last the summer here, because as I told you many times, the place that I live, crossing the forest and going into the town, and I prefer to have a good traction here when I ride around. Anyway guys, the topic, how much clothing you need when you travel. Let's wait maybe 2-3 more minutes to see if anyone else comes. If not, we're gonna start with it. Now, because there is not so much actually to explain on this topic, guys, I have only one page here with the different points that I would like to mention. So I don't think that the stream is going to be so long, but bear with me, because when I finish, I will give you time, of course, as usual, for Q&A. So you can ask me any question that you have. It doesn't matter that it is not on the topic. Or if you want to add something on the topic, will be even better. So even though I don't have much to say, we still can make a nice conversation on this or maybe different topics, whatever. So now, Sunday, 8 o'clock and 5 minutes East European time. Let's start, guys. If anyone else comes. All right. The topic that I'm going to discuss, to say it once again for the third time already, how much clothing you need when you travel with your motorcycle on long motorcycle trips. Or maybe I have to ask, how much is just too much, if I can say it this way. Because people usually tend to bring a lot of stuff without even need it. Even me, that have been on so many trips, on every trip I realized that some of the things, clothing that I brought with me, I never use it. So every other time I make it less and less and less and less, and make it more efficient and lighter every time. But if you've never been on a long trip before, you will definitely overpack and will take so many things that you don't really need it. Never forget that the weight always matters. You might not like this phrase, but this is the reality. Mathematics is a clear science. And if you have too much luggage, you need to put it somewhere, and it will be a weight on the top of your motorcycle. It doesn't matter what kind of luggage system you have, metal panniers or soft luggage, saddlebags or horseshoe like me, whatever, or just a backpack on your back. It is still a weight that matters on some stage. Many people spend thousands of dollars or euros to shave weight from their bikes and then start loading them with anything that they can find in their homes. And they always believe that, oh, I made this, I might need that, or this will be good to have, and this, who knows, I might need it sometimes. No, guys, you cannot do it like that. if you start going in this direction, it will finish with at least 20 kilograms of luggage only. I mean, clothing only. And then you have to have your spare tubes, some spare parts, you need some tools, you need some other things like air compressors and stuff like that, and you will easily finish with 50 kilograms of luggage, and this is already too much. So my advice is always try to take just the minimum or the things that you will definitely use it. So let's now see what are the necessary clothes. When I say necessary, once again, let's clarify it, because the most important things and the things that you might need are different. So now we're talking about the things that you will need almost every day, every single day. Not the things that it's good to have. Yeah, I'll agree. It's perfect to have a lot of things, but when you travel with your car, even then it's a problem, because even the boot of the car, it's not unlimited. It is, let's say, 400 or 500 liters, and that's it. You cannot put any more inside. Even when you travel with the car, this minimalistic approach, or whatever you want to name it, will help you. It will definitely help you when you travel with a plane, because today's most of these cheap companies or budget companies, travel companies or travel lines like EasyJet and what was the others, whatever, you pay for the tickets without any luggage. So this minimalistic approach will definitely help you. So once again, let's now see what are the necessary clothes. I'll talk only about the clothes that you need when you don't ride. Riding gear, it's a different story. It's a clothes that you'll put on the side, and they don't matter in your luggage because they are always on you. Your riding pants, your boots, your riding jacket, helmet, gloves, wind stoppers, or anything that you have when you ride. All of this is a heavy clothing, but it is always on you. It is not in your luggage. That's why now, for the purpose of this video, it doesn't matter. It is just on the side. I hope you get the idea. Okay, I'll talk only about the clothes that you need when you don't ride. Keep in mind that some of the items that I'm gonna discuss now from the riding gear might have multiple purposes. And in fact, most of my clothes, it doesn't matter for riding or for walk around, they've got multiple purposes. This saves the amount of items or the number of items that you have to take with you, and also reduces the weight significantly. So number one, I have one sweatshirt similar as this. Color, brand, model, it doesn't matter. But you will need something like that, made from synthetic material that you can easily wash and it will dry quickly. Also, synthetic material is good when you ride in cold temperatures, or if you get wet for some reason. You will get wet on a long trip anyway. It's good to have these synthetic materials because they will dry quicker. Also, when you, as I said, when you ride in the cold days, if you have a cotton, if you have a sweatshirt from cotton, it will hold your sweating or the dampness inside, and you can get sick very easy. That's why I always prefer to have synthetic materials. For t-shirts, you can choose cotton, especially if you ride in the summer. If you plan to ride in really cold days, I will again suggest even the t-shirts pick from synthetic materials. But in the summer, especially on the hot days, cotton t-shirts are much better than synthetic. But only in the summer, in the cold days, synthetic materials. Because there is a phrase saying that cotton kills. I hope that you have heard it earlier. So one sweatshirt like that, and it is multi-purpose. Let me explain. I can use it when I walk around the camping, or when I walk around and filming the towns or places that I have been when I'm not riding my motorcycle. But I can also use it when I ride the motorcycle and when it's a cold days, or chilly mornings, or cold temperature at all. So I can put it under my riding jacket and it will keep me warm. But I can also walk around the town or around the attractions or whatever you plan to go, just as a normal sweatshirt. So it has two purposes: to keep me warm when I walk around, and also keep me warm when I ride my motorcycle. So I don't need to take two different sets, one to ride and one to walk around. And just I'll tell you something that is not really relevant to the topic, but it is about the warm linings of the riding gear. You know, most of the riding jackets and pants, they comes with the warm linings. But when I got my Dominator GTX jacket from Revit, it came without any warm linings or warm layers, whatever is correct to say. And at the beginning I said, and when I said without any warm layers, I mean jacket and pants. It is made from Gore-Tex, and so I don't need any rain layer underneath, but it hasn't got also a warm or hot layer, if you want to say it. So at the beginning I said, oh man, this jacket is so expensive and it hasn't got even the warm layers. I thought that it's bad, but then I realized that when you ride, it doesn't matter where or for how long, you always have something underneath, like this switcher, or maybe another one mid layer. That in Revit they sell these mid layers that you can use to ride your motorcycle, but you can also use to walk around. And underneath, under your pants, you can easily have something like thermal underwear to keep you warm. So you don't actually need these warm layers to take it with you all the time, because they are not heavy, but they are very bulky. So when you need them, when it's a cold day and you ride with them, it's fine, they are on you, you don't have to worry about it. But when it's a hot day, you have to remove it, and when you remove it, you have to store it somewhere. And as I said, they are not heavy, but they are very bulky, they are like this. So they will actually take at least 1/3 of my saddlebag. That's why, in my opinion, or at least for me, I don't worry at all about these warm layers, because I have always something like this underneath, or also my thermal underwear to keep me warm. All right, let's continue. First is this sweatshirt. Just one sweatshirt for the whole journey, or every day. Definitely will have a days when it's not going to be that cold and I can wash it if it's so dirty. But I really don't mind. I'm on a motorcycle trip, I'm not on the fashion show. For me, it doesn't matter that in all of my videos I'll be with the same sweatshirt or the same t-shirt or the same hat. I don't mind. Once again, this is not a fashion show. This is not an exhibition. I'm on a motorcycle trip with a minimum luggage. I just need to go there, see, complete my mission and go back home. When I come back home, I'll have clothes as much I need to change it every day if I like. Even though even at home I'm a minimalistic person. So one sweatshirt. Then I have two sets of zip pants. Zip pants, I mean these very light pants, trousers, where you can remove with the zips, you can split it on two different parts. The first, just above your knee, you can remove the zips and you'll have a short pants. Then when you put the zips back, you have a full length of pants. And these are very light. They're usually made from some kind of synthetic materials. I couldn't find one of mine to show you here now at the moment. But again, they have this multi-purpose. I can have them in very hot days if I only remove the bottom part, or I can have them when it's a little bit chilly with the full length of pants and use them when I walk around. And the reason I have two sets instead of one is because, as I said, they are very light, very not so big. They are almost with the size of one t-shirt, and I can twist them like that and have them without any problems with the weight or with the space that they're gonna need it. But the main reason why I have two is because on some stage they will get really dirty. Because every day you walk around, you work on your motorcycle, you put your knees on the ground, you changing the oils, or you film here on there, so they will definitely get dirty after a month, maybe sooner. Let's guess that you're eating and you drop a orange juice on you, or you split your coffee and you'll be everywhere. If I wash it, they will dry on the next day, but if it's cold, they wouldn't be able to dry. Even though they are synthetic materials, they dry very quick, but I can even cut it. It happens once on one of my trips, pants like this, I just cut them. I get like a nail on the fence and I just cut them and I haven't got another. It is easy to buy a pants like this, but not always when you need it, especially when you are not a standard size. I'm a little bit tall and a little bit bigger, and for example in Asia it will be very difficult for me to find a pants my size. That's why I prefer to have two, because they are not light, and if I need to change it, I can change it. And usually, as I said, after a month of use, I wash them and use the second pair and then change it again. And the reason I use the zip pants, because they've got really nice pockets here on both sides to keep all of my documents and all the necessary things when I walk around. I don't like and I don't have with me additional bags or backpacks that I use when I walk around. And the reason of that is because I don't have these habits to look after my bag or backpack. I always keep everything on my pockets. I can feel it like that, and this is actually my habit. Every time when I run somewhere, it doesn't matter to ride the motorcycle or to walk around, I'm just checking my pockets and know that everything is there, because I always use the same things and I always keep them in the same pockets. That's why for me it's easy to go this way. For you might be a backpack or might be a belt pack or whatever, but for me it's just pants with pockets. So one t-shirt, two sets of zip pants so far. And then I have one pair of shoes. One pair, just one pair of walking shoes. But they are not the typical sneakers or trainers. No, they are very light, very flexible. They don't take much space, especially when I press them like that or squeeze them like that, they take not that much space. And they are made from leather with rubber soles, but again, very flexible. And the leather is a natural leather. And also, the soles inside are also from natural leather, so these shoes actually never stinks. Never ever. Doesn't matter how many days or months I'm gonna use it, they never stink. I can honestly take it like that, put it in my nose, and they never stick, because they are with this natural leather. Natural leather never stinks, even if you have dirty socks. If you have really dirty socks, they might stink for a while, but if you leave it on the side, the next morning they'll be fine. So one sweatshirt, two sets of pants, and pair of shoes. This is the base that I need to walk around. Then I have t-shirts, normal t-shirts like that, 3 sets of t-shirts. And these t-shirts got a multi-purpose. With the same t-shirts, I walk around or ride every day. And I never needed more than 3 sets. Because with these 3 sets, let's say today I'm riding with this t-shirt. I can easily finish the day without the need to change it again. Because I'm not a person that's sweating a lot, I can easily ride 2-3 days with one t-shirt. And finally, when the t-shirt is already dirty or starts smelling, I can very easily wash it in the hotel sink, or if I'm in the hotel, I might find even a washing machine just to wash it. And if it's not dry until the next morning, I will have another one to put on me. And this repeats all the time during my trip. So 3 t-shirts are more than enough to me, I mean short sleeves, just normal t-shirts, to walk around and ride for months. If for any reason one of the t-shirts is destroyed for any reason, I can always change it by going into the first shop and buy simple, cheap t-shirts. Now I keep my t-shirts from cotton, but I told you already, if I have plans to ride only in the cold temperature, I will definitely go for synthetic t-shirts. When I ride in mixable terrain or mostly hot days, I will always take cotton t-shirts with me. So once again, one sweatshirt, 2 sets of zip pants, 1 pair of shoes, and 3 t-shirts so far. Then I have a 1 set of thermal underwear. This is something that it is not must, but it is very good to have, especially when the weather change or when the temperature drops. And usually when you travel on a long trip that will cross many different weather zones, I will advise to have this thermal underwear with you, because it is like another one layer that you will definitely need in the early mornings or later in the evenings or even the whole day if the weather is cold. So one set of thermal underwear. And because it is with long sleeves, the top part of the underwear I also use with multi-purposes. It is like a t-shirt with long sleeves. So it's like a second skin on me. It's not a problem to wear it every day or every night or even to sleep with it if it's a cold, if I need to sleep into the tent. So again, also with the bottom part, if I need to sleep in the tent, I go with my underwear if it's cold day. So it has multi-purposes: to keep me warm when I ride, to keep me warm when I sleep, also to use the top as a t-shirt with long sleeves if I need to ride or just to walk around. And when I have the combination, let's say t-shirt with short sleeves, this thermal underwear, the top part on the top, and then this sweatshirt on the top, it's already 3 different layers, and I can easily walk around outside on temperatures 10, 12 to 15 degrees. If it became too cold, more than that, I can always have my motorcycle riding jacket and with it walk around the town. So 4 different layers. And this also gives me the chance to add or remove layers if I need to. If I start riding early morning, I can go with this thermal underlayer and t-shirts. In the middle of the day when it's become too hot, I can stop and remove this, put it in the saddlebag, and it will be only long sleeves, short sleeves, and riding jacket. If it's again too hot after that, I can remove the long sleeve and will be only t-shirt. These different layers will give me the chance or opportunity to be always in comfort temperature when I ride. So 1 sweatshirt, 2 sets of zip pants, pair of shoes, 3 t-shirts, and thermal underwear so far. Then I have 3 sets of underwear or pants, underwear, pants, whatever you want to name it. 3 sets are more than enough. If you like, you can change it every day. Usually what I do every day or every other day, when I go to take a shower, I just wash the one that I've got the whole day or the last 2 days, wash it, hang it somewhere, and the next morning they'll be dry. If they are not dry, I still have 2 more sets to use. So 3 sets of pants or underwear are more than enough. Not only for me, for everyone. And then I have 3 sets of socks. Just normal cotton socks. I always use cotton socks. Sometimes, if I plan to go to very cold climate, I'm bringing another one set of neoprene shoes. I have these neoprene shoes that actually are very good when you ride on the cold days or when you ride in the rain all day. They don't let the water to go inside. Even if your boots start leaking, these neoprene socks will keep you dry. I test them many times, they really works. The problem is only when the water is too high and go over your boots and then go inside and they just go inside of your socks. Then it's a problem because you cannot dry them. And they actually dry very, very slow. So if you make them wet, they definitely won't dry until the next morning. They need to be, if you have a heating, air conditioning or radiator to put it on, they'll dry. But if you leave it just like that on the air, they're definitely not gonna dry. So 3 sets of socks, and if I go to another cold climate, another 1 set with neoprene socks. Then we go to toiletries. Here I can show you this example. So these are all of my toiletries, everything that I'm gonna need on my trip. You see how big or how small is this bag, and I can show you what I have inside. Soap. When it's finished, I can always buy a 1 soap in every supermarket on the road. Toothbrush, toothpaste. I usually keep 1 very small. Now I brought this just for an example. Then I have a dry stick. This I use every time when I take a shower. I just put it under my arms to keep me fresh, so I don't need to sweat so much. I have this sticks, cotton sticks, to clean my ears after a whole day of riding. I really enjoy this moment. And I have this small nail cutter. That's everything I have. Everything. That's me. You might bring any more things, but that's me. I don't shave when I'm on the trip, as you know. I don't use any perfumes. I don't use any lotions. I don't have here to have a different type of cosmetic or anything for my hair. So for me, this is more than enough to keep myself clean, or at least in my understanding clean, for many months. I don't need anything else. And each one of the things inside could be easily replaced in every supermarket everywhere around the world. So I don't have any special things inside. Anything special. Okay, toiletries. Now, I keep all of these things, all the clothes that I told you, in different bags with this size. This is like a bag with zip on the top, and it has this mesh inside here. So here is mesh. So any clothes that you have inside, they somehow breathe and they're not going to get damp. So if you have a plastic box to keep your stuff inside, especially if you put them a little bit wet, they will smell extremely badly. But with this mesh box like this, you can find in your stores very, very easy. So I actually split everything here, and for the socks and for the underwear, I have mesh like that. You see, this is like again with the zip on the top. So I keep all the socks and underwear here separately. So I have two bags like this, and I keep everything inside. It's very easy, organized, and every time when I take it from my saddlebag, for example, I just can take this and go into the hotel and change my clothes, because I know that everything is inside. So all of my luggage, I forgot something. I keep them in different bags. I just show the bags, and I usually split the bags for hot and for cold days. For example, if I reach the area of only hot climate, it's understandable that this switcher is not going to be used, and it will be the same with my thermal underwear, or with the thick set of gloves that I always have as a spare with me. Usually I have two sets of gloves, one summer very light gloves and one thicker for cold days. So when I know that the next few days or weeks or maybe month is going to be only hot climate, I will split these clothes, the heavy clothes or the warm clothes, and we'll put it in the different bag. I have two bags like this. I'll put it in the different bag, so I don't need to remove it every day from my saddle bag, because I know that I'm not going to use this stuff. So in the cold bag is going to be this, is going to be my thermal underwear, is going to be this neoprene socks that I told you, and the second set of gloves. And they will stay there somewhere on the bottom of my saddle bag, and I'm not going to take it every single day. On the second bag, I will keep the rest of the clothes that I will need it all the time. So this is how I basically split the luggage in my saddle bag, to be easy for me to have easy access for the stuff that I needed every single day. So all of my luggage, not my luggage, all of my clothing, I never weigh it honestly, but I don't think it's more than 5 kilograms. More than 5 kilograms, I don't think. Let's say that the shoes that I've got like 700-800 grams, and everything else, no more than 5 kilograms. So with 5 kilograms of clothes, I can travel 1, 2, 3 months, whatever it takes. For me, it doesn't matter how long is going to be the trip. 7 days or 1 month or 3 months, the luggage in my saddlebag will be always the same. Let me repeat it once again. 1 sweatshirt, 2 sets of zip pants, pair of shoes, 3 t-shirts, thermal underwear, 3 sets of underwear, 3 sets of socks, toiletries. That's it. No more. This is the stuff that I need. I never really needed more. And I already told you to dress on layers when you ride. That's it, guys. I don't have anything else to say about the clothes now, because we still have a lot of time. If you want to add something on the topic, please do it so. As you know, this stream will be watched from many people after you when I edit it and put it on my third channel, Motorcycle Adventures Live. And any information that you believe is going to be useful, as I said, might help to many other people. Even if it's help only to one, it's still worth it. Or if you have any questions on this topic or any topic, do it so. I'm here, and I'll be glad if I can help. Alexander Marek. Hi, Alexander. 3 sets of clothes is enough after all. Omnitintum perfectum. Yeah, absolutely. The less you have, the less things you need to worry about. The less weight you're gonna have, and the choice is going to be easy. For me, I don't need to think what I'm gonna wear now when I walk around, because I know what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna have my zip pants and my sweatshirt. That's it. And the shoes that I have. It makes everything so simple. Stupid simple, you know, KISS. Keep it stupid simple. I was thinking even next time to go with 2 sets, because honestly, I never needed the 3rd set. I told you in the beginning that sometimes I never need the 3rd set. So, for example, 3 t-shirts. I can easily go with 2 t-shirts. 1 to ride and 1 to wash. For what is the 3rd one? But sometimes you ride day after day, you don't have time to wash, or it's cold. If you wash it, it's not gonna dry. So it's good to have another one just as an emergency, but more than 3, no needed, honestly. Extra set is for being lazy. Yeah, absolutely. But if you're being lazy, all of this laziness will be converted into the weight in your luggage. So I don't think that it's really worth it. I know what you mean, but yeah. Alexander, do you have some sort of backpack to take with you? I mean, to walk around the city. No, Alexander, I don't use backpack to walk around the city, because usually when I walk around, I carry with me my tank bag. Because on my tank bag, I keep all of my camera gear, microphones, everything that I need. That's why I don't carry any backpack. Pete, basically I have the same except the shoes. I have metal sandals. Yeah, I know this. I know this type of shoes. I just don't like sandals. And whatever works for you, man. Whatever works for you. You know, Germans, they always... The reason I don't like sandals is because the sandals should be used with bare feet. But Germans always use the sandals with socks. And when someone asks them, why do you wear socks with sandals? The Germans replied, how to use sandals without socks? So it's not because of that, but I just hate sandals. That's why I never use it. But whatever works for you. Alexander, lately I promised myself we'll see more on food, therefore some extra minimal backpack might work. It might work for someone, but I have my backpack. I have a very light backpack with my hydration pack inside. And this is always on my back. And especially when I walk around the town with my riding gear, it is there. So I don't need to carry another one. If I have to walk around the town with my walking gear, but I know that it's going to be a long day, I'm going to have this backpack anyway, because of the water that I'm going to need it. Because if I don't have this backpack, I have to have a bottle of water, and this bottle of water also needs to be carried somewhere. That's why I have a small backpack, but it's because of my hydration pack. I hope it's clear now, Alexander. Big D. Packing list is my packing list is much the same as yours. 1 pair of jeans and top of buying the rest of merino wool from socks and underwear, long sleeves, layers. And thanks for sharing, Big D. Whatever works for you. Merino wool is a fantastic material. Does not stink, keep you warm, breathe. Fantastic. Just one comb. It's expensive, but definitely worth the money. Pete, I do have blazer backpack. Yeah, good to have. It's a must for long trips. Has to be bare feet. Okay. What about if it's a cold day, Pete? What about if it's rain or cold day? Then sandals with bare feet, it's not so comfortable. But ask Germans, bare feet, no way. How you can have sandals without socks? It's the contra answer. Ogi, are you still there? No questions at all. Ogi, oh, here you go, Ogi. After 40 years of riding, I just normal clothing finally bought my motorcycle jacket and trousers. Not sure what I was thinking for 4 years. Best in clothing wise, I have bought very. You came very late to this conclusion, Augie, but finally you did it. Now you realize that there is nothing better than a good quality riding gear when you ride, especially on the long riding days. Big D, do you going any local trips over the summer? I might make some local trips here and there. I might go to Romania or Serbia for a while, or North Macedonia. Did not plan anything serious. I might take 2 or 3 days, but no more. No more. This summer will be here. I need to save as much as possible money for the trip that I plan later in the evening. Alexander, what boots are you riding with? 1 month trip and only the motorcycle high boots? I always use a motorcycle proper riding boots. At the moment I have 2 sets at home, one CD Adventure 2 and Expedition from Revit. Fantastic boots. I never use anything else than a proper motorcycle riding boots. I used to ride with motocross boots, but they are just too heavy and uncomfortable to walk around. But CD Adventure or Revit Expedition GTX boots are fantastic to ride and to walk around as well. So no compromises with my feet. Sorry, I've said before I was late here. No, I did not say anything, Alexander. Okay. A motorcycle accident point me to the direction of proper clothing. So you learned the hard way. I hope that it was alright, and if you had any injuries, you recovered with the new experience, and now you know what is best for you, Ogi. What about ankle boots? No. I don't trust on these boots. For me, it's important the boot to be very solid and to be up to here, because here is the protection, my knee protection from the pants, and the boots need to go on the top of this protection like that, or it's the other way around like this. So I don't have this open gap here. If I have ankle boots up to here, this part of my leg, here is the protection, knee protection, and this part here, like 15 centimeters, will be extremely open and very easy to if you have an accident, to have injury, even to break your leg. I prefer to have a boot that I have a nice protection here, and when it's covered with the protection from the pants, it's fantastic. I don't make compromises. I hope that many people will listen this, and many will go the same direction, because if you have injury or if you break your leg, you will have more than enough time, at least 3 to 6 months, to realize how important the motorcycle boots are. Also, my motorcycle brake and gear shifts are set for my boots, so I feel comfortable. I can ride all day with boots, I can walk all day with boots. I don't have problem with this. Ogi, I have even bought a full face helmet. Good, Ogi, good. This is another topic that we might discuss. Okay, let's guys, this will be the topic of the next stream. What is the best type of helmet? What helmet? Enduro style, just normal street helmet, or open face helmet? This will be the topic for the next stream. Let me write it here, so I'm not forgetting it. All right. Let me finish here. What about ankle boots? We discussed this. I haven't bought a full helmet. Okay, Big D. In event of a slight trousers, we'll write up the legs, high leg boots for win. Agree. Okay. Certainly, as one gets older, clothing seems to become more important. Absolutely agree, Ogi. The older you are, the difficult is going to be to recover, so it is better to be protected. Nikolai, you came late. My pleasure, Nikolai. Don't worry about it. As you know, the stream will be recorded, slightly edited, and it will be online on Saturday. I usually used to upload the live streams on Tuesday. Now I changed the day to Saturday, around 5 days after the real stream. This is, in my opinion, better now, and I will keep it like this for now. But anyway, Nikolai, if you have anything to add or questions, different questions, go ahead. I'm still here. I'll give you more like 10 minutes, and then we're gonna finish here. Good questions, a lot of questions, guys. Good. I like when the stream is active, when you're asking questions or when you're adding information. It's always good. Not only for me, it's easy for me to talk, but also beneficial for everyone who is going to watch it after that. Unfortunately, Richard is not here, but anyway, I'm sure he will watch it later because this was his topic. So once again, the topic next Sunday, guys, is going to be helmet for long trips. What is the best helmet for long trips? Or at least I will share my experience with different helmets, and yeah, might be useful for many people. Big D, did you carry a sleeping bag on the Russia trip? I usually always carry my tent and sleeping bag and mattress, everything. Now on Russia trip, I did not brought the sleeping bag and mattress with me. The tent I had, because the tent was my emergency situation if I couldn't find a place to sleep, or if I for some reason got a breakdown situation and I need to spend the night outside. The reason I did not took the sleeping bag and mattress because it was too safe weight. I knew that I'm not gonna use it, and I prefer not to have it. If for any reason I needed to spend the night in the tent, I can always sleep with my clothes, and I'll survive one night. It doesn't matter how hard or cold it is. Alexander, do you always obey traffic regulations, law when traveling, and why and why not? Alexander, no, I don't. One of the reasons to ride a motorcycle is to have some kind of freedom. I never go crazy, but to obey the traffic rules and regulations always no, especially when it's a big traffic jam. Well, one of the benefits to ride a motorcycle is to ride fast in the traffic. And if I have to stay behind every car, all of the benefits of motorcycle are just lost. So I somehow respect the laws, but I not always obey all the rules. Nicolae, my hometown Bacău will host the World Enduro Grand Prix in Romania in May. If you want to see it in northern part of the country for a few days. I don't know now, Nicolae. I might come. Yes, Ogi, filtering is part of riding. Filtering, and also many regulations are stupid. So you're going to a nice road and it's set 60-70 kilometers speed limit. You know, with motorcycle, when you see 60, 80, 90 is without any problems. You can control it, you can handle it. So that's why to obey all the rules with motorcycle, Yeah, Nikolai, drop me a link to see it, what it is, when it is, and where it is, and I might check it. If I had nothing to do, I might come for a few days. Another one guy suggested that there will be some kind of motorcycle festival here in Mangalia in May. So I might go to some short rides here and there, but nothing serious, not a long trips. Have I ever rode on super bikes? If you mean sport bikes, sport street bikes, yes, I did. When I was 20 years old, I was riding only this type of motorcycles. 900cc, 1000cc, yeah. I was very reckless. I was riding in the town from traffic light to traffic light with 250 kilometers per hour. Without any gear, without any helmet, with sandals, and my t-shirt was weighing like that. I was stupid, I was idiot, but somehow I survived. Not anymore. Now, since I discovered the straight position, I don't want even to go back. Need for speed, or I don't know, too much adrenaline, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. It was idiotism. Bulgaria has come on leaps and boats and motorcycle world in the last 20 years. A lot of motorcyclists in Bulgaria. Unfortunately, most of the guys here are what I was when I was 20 years old. They prefer to buy these street motorcycles or super bikes, whatever you want to name them, and ride it very fast in the town, or just go outside of the town and make these racings. And usually these guys do not have any proper gear, and most of them do not have a proper skills, and this is very, very dangerous hobby, and many of them finish tragically, but nothing I can do about it. What make and model is your tent? How many kilograms? My tent, Nikolai, it's a Polish brand Loop. It's 3.5 kilograms with everything inside, include my sleeping bag and my mattress. 4.5 kilograms with everything inside, everything that I need to spend the night. I bought it for 50 euros 6, 7, maybe 8 years ago. I couldn't remember. I have another one from, what was the brand, man? I always forgot the brand. Whatever, I have another one, but it is a little bit heavier and I don't use it. This tent from Loop, I use it because it's small, it's compact, and because I sleep in the tent only if I cannot find a place to sleep. For me, the tent is not so important. My friend mentioned the same thing only today. Yeah, so that means we're many people on the same direction. Lone Rider was the brand. Yeah, Lone Rider. Lone Rider make this really nice quality tents. I have a tent from Lone Rider. Fantastic tent, good quality, good size, a lot of space inside, but it's a little bit bigger in size when I pack it, and it's a little bit heavier. And it's actually take half of my saddlebag. The other, it's a little bit smaller, and I can have another stuff on the top, and it's lighter. So as I said, I don't sleep in the tent. I sleep in the tent only as an emergency situation. For example, 2 years ago when I was on the trip around Europe, I slept in the tent 12 or 13 nights because the hotels were expensive. But it's alright. It was in the summer, comfort or not. Anyway, there is no person in the world to convince me that tent is more comfortable than bed. But this is a topic for maybe another stream. Tent or bed, whatever. Okay, Pete. That's why the adventure bikes are so popular. Agree, adventure bikes gives you this flexibility to ride it on the road, then move on the dirt roads, then cross the mountains if you have the skills, and then go back again to the roads and continue traveling. Sport bikes or super bikes are only focused on the road for fast speed, and that's it. Comfortable position. This is the point, yeah. And on that age, I don't want to spend many hours staying like this, and all the way to go my wrists and my shoulders and my back. Oh, forget about it. I've got the chance to ride bike like this recently, just for a few kilometers, and then I said, man, how you even enjoy this? I don't enjoy it anymore at all. And the whole position and the way it's steering. I understand when you ride this type of motorcycles, it's fantastic, but now I lost all of my skills and habits that I used to have when I was young. So now for me, this is just a terrible motorcycle. All the weight is on the front wheel. With my motorcycle, the weight is somewhere in the middle. I can control it and I can do whatever I like. But with this, no, forget about it. All right, guys, I think that this is enough. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for being my Patreon channel members, supporting the channel, watching my videos, being here almost every stream, and I cannot say enough thanks. So, see you next week. Ciao. My pleasure, Big D. My pleasure. Thank you. Ciao.